It was just supposed to be a routine job. And I found myself amongst unlikely folk. Humans. The rest of me kin called me soft. But the money was good. And we were good at it. Then the boss brings down this new job. Dead dwarves. So I rouse up me boys, and we find ourselves on a journey we weren't expecting.
Hargus is a noble dwarf from Clan Hammerheart with radical ideas. His concept that dwarves can not only befriend non-dwarves, but that they might work together in harmony is snubbed by most other dwarves. Skizik is a human who carries a two-handed sword and unleashes curses upon his enemies, which are granted to him by the dark and mysterious one, Mother. Wirebone, a gnomish artificer, is always looking for new ideas and creating new machines. He is perhaps the most famous inventor in VulkMinar. Morthos, another human and beneficiary of the Dark Mother, is seeking his place among the dwarves of VulkMinar. Comfort and prestige are his primary motivations. The vast majority of non-dwarven people who call VulkMinar home live in the Dirches. It is less well lit than the dwarven areas due to the now outlawed strip mining of solidite. A thick haze often fills the air, not only limiting light and visibility, but smelling badly of brimstone, creating less than favorable living conditions. Nashorn are lizards whose bodies measure between 10 and 15 feet long. They have a tail half again the length of their body and 6 legs, which makes them incredibly sure-footed in the Wilderdark, and fast. These costly mounts can climb nearly any surface without problem. The legend of the Alpen is a folk tale which parents tell their children in order to get them to go to bed or eat their sprouts. Imagery of this being consists of a tall humanoid or demon with horns on its head and sharpened teeth. While most sane adults in VulkMinar know that the Alpen does not exist, sightings still occur, especially in the Dirches. During our previous session, our heroes learned that a rival clan attacked the elves of Vernione for denying VulkMinar much-needed shipments of crops. Hargus and company believed that the reason for the delay of these shipments had more to do with the attack of Salenlos than insubordinate elven farmers. Many other dwarven clans rallied immediately to investigate the tales of victory told by the Lava Barch clan in Vernione. Our heroes decided that they must act quickly, so they purchased the finest mounts that silver can buy, Nashorn. On such exceptional mounts, they have a chance of reaching the farming community before the soldiers of any other clan. Tales of the Alpen and his tribe grow stronger. Evidence of their destructive path litters the Dirches. Dwarven folk of VulkMinar are beginning to take these tall tales of an Alpen on the loose very seriously, while the commoners in the Dirches sing praises to the Alpen and revere him as a hero. But first, Vernione. As our heroes move toward the farming community, small seasonal tremors quickly escalate into one of the most powerful quakes which any of the group have ever felt. Pieces of the ceiling begin crumbling, magma seeps through opening crevices, and the smell of brimstone fills the air. The Nashorns swoop, and the inexperienced riders have trouble controlling their mounts. Hargus is flung from the back of his Nashorn violently just before the ceiling of the tunnel collapses entirely. From the apparent hidden pocket above, a towering umber hulk crashes down on the adventurers. The heavy armor of the monstrosity seems nearly impossible to penetrate at first, especially for poor little Wirebone. The Hulk's bizarre gaze bewilders Skizik but for a moment, then suddenly the companions gain the advantage, felling the terrible monster. Our adventurers pick purple spotted mushrooms, a rare treat which only sprout just before the season of Volca. But with plunder on the mind, Morthos decides to search the passages from which the Umber Hulk came rather than picking mushrooms. He finds more than he expected. Dead lava-barched dwarves, their bodies mangled. Only their finest magical items seemed undamaged. A beautifully crafted warhammer and shield with the lava barge emblem. Hargus addresses the party's modest wounds, then orders the group to get a move on. Before long, they happen upon a worn-looking squad of lava barge soldiers. There is a tense moment as the rival groups pass by one another, which is suddenly broken when Wirebone mentions that they had found dead dwarves in an Umber Hulk lair. Harsh insults fly from both sides. Hargus restrains Wirebone and Morthos, while Lava Barge troops hold back their own ruffians. Camping just a few miles further down the road, however, Morthos is savagely attacked from behind by one of the same Lava Barge soldiers. Two mighty hammer blows are struck before the warlock could find the words to activate his Hellrime blast. The assailant is instantaneously frozen in place, robbed of his last breath, just before shattering into pieces. Another full day of travel awaits the heroes of Hintrespalt before they reach Vernione.